less than 1 month, marijuana sales will be legal in Massachusetts unless the federal government steps in. So tonight, Senator Elizabeth Warren is teaming up with a Republican to protect the pot industry. She spoke exclusively to WBZ's John Keller.
Trying to send that message with clarity that good people don't smoke marijuana.
Jeff Sessions was a staunch pot critic in the Senate.
So help me God. So help me God.
And since becoming Attorney General, he's continued to threaten a federal crackdown on states that have legalized the drug.
Thanks to the Attorney General, more people feel the urgency of the moment in changing federal law on marijuana.
Senator Warren and Colorado Republican Senator Cory Gardner have joined forces behind a bill that would protect legal pot states from federal interference.
It regularizes it and means we can go forward in Massachusetts without fear of what the federal government or Jeff Sessions wants to do.
And in an exclusive interview with WBZ, Warren outlined another way in which Sessions might soon bring the two parties together, in defiance of any effort by President Trump to fire Sessions as a first step toward ending Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe. Even though Republicans have balked at passing a bill to protect Mueller, Warren told us she believes they wouldn't tolerate a Sessions firing to get at him. What do you believe they would do?
I truly believe if Donald Trump tries to fire Mueller, he will provoke a constitutional crisis, and that will create a problem here in Congress. It will create a problem throughout the United States, larger than anything he has seen.
Sounds ominous, doesn't it? Now, Senator Gardner claims the president has given him his word he won't oppose that bill preserving states' rights. Paula, that's yet another sign of the growing schism between Mr. Trump and his own attorney general.
Which is remarkable, but as you point out, Jeff Sessions has the history on Capitol Hill. He's well-liked. This is going to be a really interesting triangulation.
Republican senators, conservative and otherwise, and some Democrats have been warning all along, don't mess with this, don't you dare fire the guy. Right. So it's one of those weird Washington situations where Sessions is both a popular figure and a galvanizing figure in a negative way. What a political mess it is down there.
#2018. John Keller, thanks so much. Liam?